And Craig, Burley, certainly the big talking point from the weekend. Leicester City with that 4-2 victory over United on Saturday, Craig. It was the manner in which they won it, which has grabbed a lot of criticism towards Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
And I'm not sure why, because it shouldn't have been a big surprise. Because there's been a pattern here of where United have been playing, which has been poor. And some games they got away with it. And some, like West Ham and Villarreal, they didn't. That being said, you know, they haven't played anybody in the top six. And Leicester had a poor start to the season by their standards because they should have been up there. Leicester City have also had injuries. Wesley Fofana, Johnny Evans had been out. And, of course, James Justin's one of the top young talents defensively in the league's been out for quite some time with a cruciate. So, you know, this wasn't just down to one team's got injuries and one team hasn't. Both had scenarios that they had to deal with. And I saw one English journalist describe United's performance as a rabble. And I think that was apt. The only pattern, Dan, is the pattern in performances and results. There is no pattern of play that is obvious to see. And many people have talked about it as a group of individuals that have been kind of thrown together and let's see what happens. And that's kind of how it looks. And Leicester were organised. They got in behind in the midfield. They were a threat going forward. And United were just once again not very good.
We had a question on extra time yesterday, which I'm going to ask you, Gab. What is the percentage chance of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer being in charge on January the 1st?
Based on all the noises coming out of Old Trafford with the Glazers, I think his position would really only be in danger if they start thinking that next year's Champions League might be in danger. And I don't think that's going to happen by January 1st. And I think also they would bring up the fact that, Cristiano only came at the end of August, and you got to give it time to click offensively, and Varane is injured, and Maguire was injured before that. Poor guy only just came back. And they're very good at sort of creating this whole architectural list of excuses around him. And, you know, so there's no reason to think that there's going to be a change.
Well, it's a big month, though, Gab. It's a big week even for them. Obviously, Atalanta and then Liverpool. How far do we have to go, or how far do they have to fall for it to be a real conversation?
So I don't think it's just Liverpool. I think they also have Spurs, right, coming up after that.
Yes.
I think they would have to drop. I think obviously losing to Liverpool is not going to move the needle at all. I think they would expect that. But I think they would have to screw up the two Atalanta games home and away, which, you know, incidentally, I think are far from a given because with Atalanta, you're not sure what you're going to get and they're difficult to play against. So I think it would have to be some scenario like that. But look, they think Solskjaer is a great man manager, and by all accounts, he is. The players genuinely like him. But I just don't see this great willingness on the part of the club to go and question him or blame him for the situation.
It's quite something, Shaq, what Gab said there. Losing against Liverpool won't move the needle. Cristiano Ronaldo, Jadon Sancho, Rafael Varane. I know Varane is injured. You bring them in to be able to compete in those matches, surely. Yet we're already sat here going, yeah, I know, but come on, they're up against a really good Liverpool side.
Yep.
You're United, come on.
And that's the thing. And United, given the start of the season, now Spurs have leapfrogged them, and Spurs are to come in a couple of weeks after Liverpool. There's a lot of expectation. And I don't think there's any excusing in the manner that we saw over the last two seasons. There's no rephrasing of, well, we don't really need to win silverware. It's all about improvement. You bring those players in to deliver silverware of the highest order, to move the needle, as you put it. And right now, okay, there was no Varane. Cristiano Ronaldo continues to cut a more and more frustrated-looking figure. Jadon Sancho, who seems to be going the way of Van der Beek, albeit on the park, at least he's getting an opportunity to play. And it raises fresh or continued questions around Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And right now, I'm not sure that he's the manager that has those answers.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.